So, greetings to our ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited, glad to welcome you at our crypto, fintech, and blockchain unicorn battle. My name is Lydia, and I'm host for our event today. And now I want to introduce you to my wonderful colleague, Anna Fedorova. She's a CEO of Unicorn.Events. Please, Anna, I want to pass our floor to you.
Thank you, Lydia. I will gladly accept this because I'm really happy to be at the last season's battle at our wonderful unicorn events. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you at the world's largest startup pitch contest. And we do everything to make you happy. And I know you're happy when you see lots and lots of unicorns to be, and this is just the place to be. This season, we are doing industry-focused battles. Everything you like, everything you appreciate, only the best startups are here today. And we are here for the last battle in the season. That is fintech, crypto, and blockchain. Unicorn battle. Our great official judges and expert board will be evaluating startups' investment potential. And at the end, we will have a winner announced. We are live and broadcasting to the whole world. Please share the links with your community. The links are here in our chat. And the winner of today's unicorn battle, besides pitching at our Unicorn Cup, and maybe our sponsor will also select another startup who will be accepted to the Unicorn Cup, will have an opportunity to pitch live at the Silicon Valley event. We have returned on doing our in-person events, and this is invitation-only events for top VCs and only extraordinary startups. So this is really great opportunity to hold hands and meet personally with all those wonderful people you had seen online or had seen only in LinkedIn, and this is a place to be. And our events, I would like to remind you, are happening thanks to our sponsors. We greatly appreciate our platinum sponsor, Network VC, the management company of our global ecosystem and main center of our venture activities. And you can explore amazing opportunity. If you want to do venture business, consider Network VC as your partner. Please scan this QR code for the details. Thanks to the Silicon Valley Club, and please use this opportunity to scan this QR code and find I'm really out of speech today, find out more and accredited investors. This message is for you. If you want to invest into the startups that win our unicorn battles together with other VCs and business angels, scan this QR code. This amazing opportunity is awaiting just for you. We are scanning our planet to bring you extraordinary innovations. And Startup Inc., thank you very much for helping us to do this. Startup Inc. is an investor onboarding and management platform to get an access to exclusive deals worldwide. Unicorn.Events. It's world's largest startup pitch contest. The winner of today's online unicorn battle will participate at the Unicorn Cup finals on the May 25th. It will be a grand happening with VCs and prominent startups from all over the world. Please mark the date in the calendar. Unicorn.Events is an open competition where successful startups pitch for private investors, corporations, and venture funds. We are the world's largest startup pitch competition by geography and the number of the events held already. We do this since 2009 and do on regular basis all over the world, and of course in Silicon Valley where our headquarters are. We are proud to be leading a great community of really good startups, of wonderful VCs and business angels, and we don't stand in the middle. guys find each other and to look at the numbers. We are doing really good. Our startups have fundraised almost $1 billion of US dollars. Can you believe this? And dear startups, please, when you find an investor, shoot us a note, because our venture fund would also love to invest into you. So don't forget to do this. Why we are so great? Because we are leading a huge community of our partners that do unicorn pitches with us. Unicorn pitches is an event for local startups or local investors, state, city, country, and we just would love you to be a part of our international family that covers the whole planet, from the USA to Singapore, from Australia to Canada. If you haven't been introduced yet and you're leading a startup or VC community, just shoot me a note or scan this QR code and write us a brief message, please. And we would love to explore business opportunities with you. So our season is about to run out. You had seen AI software, AR, VR, neuroscience, biotech, and today you will see fintech, crypto, and blockchain. And next Thursday, it will be Unicorn Cup, the World Finals. Everyone is welcome. Startups will pitch twice, starting from 9 a.m. London time, and the second batch will start at 9 a.m. San Francisco time. For all planet be able to see them from the morning till late night in the States. We are going together with the sun. So please join us for this great event, and welcome once again our wonderful host, Lydia, who will be hosting our wonderful unicorn battle. I'm sure of it. Lydia, you do have some sure to be unicorns today?
I'm sure my unicorns really surprise you and
okay,
and our judges. Okay, thank you so much, Anna. And so now we're extremely glad to welcome our investors today that represent many funds such as Men's International, RSUY Ventures, Urano Capital, Idea Capital Ventures, Lighthouse Ventures, TMT Ventures, SIF, GSD Venture Studios, Satorian Ventures, Piuda Growth Partners, Prospect, IPA Equities, SY Venture Group, Ansal Global Ventures, Indigilabs, Startup Green, Drummond Ventures, and Paradox Ventures. And now I would like to tell you a little about our partners. So special thanks for our partners who have provided significant support in the preparation of the Unicorn Battle today. So our partners are ITK Media, The Symes, Expert Dojo, and Reciprocity Roy. More detailed information about each of our partners and funds also always available on the landing page. So, dear partners, thank you so much for your support today. And I believe it's time to introduce you to our official judges. And I want to again welcome our Anna.
Thank you, Lydia. It's my pleasure to do so. We have different categories of judges at this event. Business angels will be voting as a group. Then goes expert board, where representatives of venture funds, accelerators, and some other entities associated with the venture professionals will vote as a group. And also we have official judges, those great men and women that represent not only some entity, but some big community, country, region, and they will also be voting as a group, but then I will talk to them separately and they will give their feedback on the startups and say who they voted for, who can give in the biggest mark at today's event. And I would love to start with Alexander Soroka, partner and CEO at Network VC. Alexander is leading our international community of startups, VCs, business angels, and knows everything about startups that are to pitch today. Right, Alexander?
Hello, Anna. Hello, everybody. Glad to be here today. Our fund usually invests in late seed and round A stages. Usually it's several hundred K, no more than $1 million US. We are geographically agnostic. We can invest everywhere, so we have startup investments in Latin America, Middle East, Asia, Europe, and of course, US. We are industry agnostic. We don't invest too much in hardware, but sometimes we can do it. So that's probably all, and from my side.
Nice to know, Alexander. Welcome and hope you enjoy it. And please welcome Kelly Lua, representing Canada. Kelly is a founder and investor at Mons International. Hello, Kelly.
Hello, Anna. Thank you very much, Anna, Alex, and Lydia for inviting me. Nice to see you all again. Hello, everyone. My name is Kelly Law, founder and investor of Mons International based in Toronto, Canada. We have invested in blockchain-related technologies since 2017, including trusted ledger, trusted platform, and trusted execution environment. Our average check size is up to $1 million. Good luck to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly, for coming. And please welcome John Kohiro Marivaka, a wonderful friend from Japan. John is wake up as always because he's director of Start Grind Fukuoka, Nagaya in Tokyo. Did I get it right, John?
Yeah, thank you, Anna. Dobro вечер, dobro утро. Good evening, everyone. It's 1 a.m. in Japan. I just got home from the biggest Web3 event. I was a host and advisor, and I was the MC for pitch competition in our event. So we had 4,500 people came to our event, Web3 Summit in Tokyo. I just got home, 1 a.m., crazy. Just came back here to join you guys. So I'm very happy to be part of this. And thank you, Lydia, Anna, Alexandria, everyone here. So I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit drunk today, but I'm here to judge for all next unicorns. Thank you, everyone. Love from Tokyo, Japan.
Welcome, John. Always nice to see you. And please welcome Subrata Patra, representing India. Subrata is a managing partner at Idea Capital Ventures. Hello, Subrata.
Thank you, Anna. Good evening, good day, everyone. As introduced, myself, Subrata Patra, managing partner at Idea Capital Ventures. We are primarily focused on 4 sectors: health tech, climate tech, industrial automation, and deep tech, with a special emphasis on metaverse. That's the 80% deal that you do. The remaining 20% could be potentially anything, barring a few sectors, of course, where we believe it's not good for us or we don't have any understanding. Thank you so much. Looking forward to the great pitches as always.
Welcome, Subrata. Always nice to see you. And please welcome Michal Zalishak from wonderful Czechia. Michal is co-founder and managing partner at Lighthouse Ventures. Nice to see you, Michal.
Hi there. Thank you very much for having me. I must say that fintech is one of our specialties, and we actually invested in one of our fintech participants in the previous unicorn battles. So happy to see what's coming today. And we do invest as early as idea stage, and the tickets go up to 1.5 million euros. We have about 40 companies in the portfolio, which about 10 are fintech, and we are happy that what I see today. So thank you very much for having me again. Thank you.
Thank you, Michal. We are happy when you are happy. So hope this event will also keep the pace. And please welcome Nurul Hai from Bangladesh. Nurul is the Vice President of SEAF. Hello, Nurul.
Hi, Anna. Hi, everyone. I'm Nurul. I'm the Vice President of SEAF. It's a global private equity investment company. We invest primarily in the emerging markets. So ticket sizes usually range from between $1 million to $2 million. But increasingly, we're getting more and more interested in fintech because technology is transforming the overall emerging markets nowadays. So more exciting things will happen in the future very soon. So yeah, best wishes.
Thank you. Great to hear that, Nurul. And please welcome Kai Grunwald from wonderful Netherlands. Kai is investor at Ridiag Angel Syndicate. Hello, Kai.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kai. I'm humbled to be part of this event again. Thanks for having me. I'm based between the Netherlands and KSA and active as an angel investor, executive in the games industry. Recently started the Riyadh Angel Syndicate as co-founder and managing partner, where we invest into early stage game content and technology ventures and work with companies all around the world. I wish everyone good luck and much success.
Thank you, Kai. It's much needed. And please welcome Omar Abidin from Pakistan. Omar is the head of VC investments at TMT Ventures. Thank you for joining us, Omar.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be with the Unicorn family. How are you guys? Very happy to be here. We are a sector agnostic pre-seed to Series A investor. Currently, we are focusing on South Asia, but looking at Africa and developing markets as well. So really excited to see what today has in store. Thank you very much, and look forward to an excellent session.
We do too, Omar. Great to have you with us. And now, please look at our expert board, wonderful judges who will be evaluating also startup investment potential. Dear judges, please introduce yourself, pointing out what industry you invest in, what's your check size, are you geography agnostic, or you're looking for some particular startups. Please raise your hand. And I see Gary Fowler, always nice to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you too. Great to see our familiar faces and friends here. My name is Gary Fowler. I'm a serial entrepreneur and investor. I've been involved in 17 startups and several unicorns. Original management team at Click Software, sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion, and also Eva.ai. I'm the CEO and president and founder of GSD, Get You Done Venture Studios. We're an AI and quantum venture studio located in Silicon Valley. We have 133 companies in our portfolio today from 57 countries. Thank you.
Yeah, that is really wonderful and nice to have you, Gary.
Thank you.
And dear judges, yes, Kirill, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Kirill. I'm founding partner of Malamut Startups. We are based in Germany, and we are a venture capital brokerage company. We are helping venture capitalists finding co-investors for the deals. We are sector agnostic. However, our strong focus is on fintech and insurtech. Because of our background, and in the past 3 years, we raised over 90 million for our portfolio startups.
Wow, that's really good. Welcome, Kirill. And anyone else? Yes, Carlos. Hello.
Hello there. First of all, I do apologize for the noise background. As you can see, I'm in a blockchain conference, so I do apologize for that. So my name is Carlos Valderrama, as I was saying, and I'm from Mexico City. I represent Paradox Ventures, which is a venture capital fund based in Mexico City, aiming to promote and help companies in other places to come to Latin America and to expand here. We have advised more or less more than 350 companies around the globe. And actually, I am the president of the Inter-American Development Bank Legal Working Group for Mexico, and aiming to promote blockchain use case in Latin America and the Caribbean. So I'm glad to be here. Nice meeting you all.
Glad to have you with us, Carlos. Welcome. And anyone else? Dear judges, you can use this opportunity. So everyone in the world will hear what you have to say. If not, Lydia, I guess the floor is yours. Let's rock and roll.
Thank you so much, Anna, and thank you for our expert boards and also official judges for your introduction. And now let me explain about our voting system today. So how does it work? To start voting, please find your personal voting link on your email and make sure that you are logged in under your profile and see the numbers below the startups. Please scroll the bar to put marks from 1 till 10. 1 is the lowest mark and 10 is the highest. Please vote and evaluate each startup, and no confirmation button is needed. Dear judges, if you need any help, please contact our amazing support team in a Zoom chat. Thank you. And finally, set up your reminders. We are moving to our most exciting part. We have 10 amazing startups from all over the world. Each founder will have 3 minutes for speech and 3 minutes for Q&A session. Dear startups, we recommend not to mention any fundraising out loud, so please use our Zoom chat or other channels of communication in this regard. Thank you so much. And I guess we can welcome the most inspiring startups today. And the first startup that opened our speech competition is Asterism from the USA. And please welcome Dennis, who will be represented. Dennis, the stage is yours.
Good. Hi, everyone. I'm Dennis, and I'm here to talk about the importance of communication, a lifeblood of the global economy and a massive business. Web3 and blockchain technologies promised convenient solutions that will work together seamlessly and make our lives so much better. But it's just not true. Web3 is still complicated and pretty confusing. For us, this became evident a year ago when my co-founder Artyom ran a DeFi hedge fund portfolio with a capital stored in multiple blockchains, where he suffered firsthand from the fact that you still cannot get blockchains to interoperate easily. They just don't speak the same language. Today, hundreds of millions of users and billions of dollars are spread across over 150 public and over 500 private enterprise blockchains. This market is terribly fragmented and lacks its lifeblood, communication. So we came up with Asterism. It's an interoperability solution that lets data and assets flow seamlessly between any public blockchains, be it Polygon or Solana or Ethereum, or even private chains like the ones used by Walmart or DHL. Thanks to extraordinary architecture, Asterism allows to perform very rapid cross-chain transactions with a setup that only takes 30 minutes. And there are no integration fees. We have transparent transaction-based business model. As for our focus, Asterism is an enterprise grade technology. It is security verified by HashX, the industry-leading auditor, and our solution is encryption enabled, meaning private enterprise chains can securely interoperate between even with public ones. We just graduated from Techstars London and went live with a fully functional solution a week ago. We already have 7 customers who are building their products on top of Asterism. We have large growing pipeline and our first revenue. As you can imagine, this is not technically trivial. Me and my co-founder Artyom have been fully engaged in the blockchain industry for over 6 years. We have a deep engineering team with PhDs in physics, mathematics, and computer science, specializing in cryptography and distributed systems. As a well-coordinated team, we have already launched the largest cross-chain bridge aggregator and cross-chain decentralized exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no denying that the cross-chain world is here to stay. So let's finally make the blockchain industry borderless and accessible to everyone with Asterism. Thank you.
Dennis, thank you so much for a perfect speech. And we have already a first question from Kelly.
And thank you, Lydia. Dennis, nice presentation. So we have seen similar projects. One challenge they encountered is regarding adoption and integration. So how do you convince blockchain projects and organizations to integrate your technology into their existing infrastructure?
Yeah, so our secret sauce, as I mentioned before, is encryption, and is a unique approach that no one used before. Usually, cross-chain protocols and solutions, they use a huge decentralization layer with the validators and their own classic finality and consensus mechanism. So since we are encrypting all the information that we are transmitting through the layer, we are super fast. And because we have our we call it like light consensus mechanism with 2 independent entities, we can do it fast, and we can prove not only validity, but integrity of the transaction. So super important for CBDCs, for synthetic stablecoins, which are stored in private chains. But once they need, to fly to a public chain, we can ensure both parties that everything is correct. I mean, the state of the private blockchain is correct, and the validity and integrity of it. So this is our like unique benefit.
Okay, great. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you, Kelly. Please, Nurul.
Yeah. Hi, Dennis. So
yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I was interested to actually learn about some of the competition you are facing from your competitors and how you are managing it.
Yeah, so our competitors are quite well known, and 3 of them are already unicorns, like Layer 0, Axelar, and who else? Someone else. Yeah, so basically Layer 0 probably has the most similar architecture. But again, we have this encryption, and we have some specific solutions, because this solution consists of different, smart contracts, off-chain part, on-chain part, and we are focusing on enterprise who has private chains. Layer 0 is more layer as we consider for Web3 market only like public chains. We are focusing on private chains. Now we are testing with the first CBDC in Dubai and integrating their chain, which is not EVM based, is a different type of chain. So this is the difference. Yeah, so we can perform some cases that existing protocols they cannot, execute.
Yeah, I understand. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Denis, for your great speech. And we are going to our next participant, startup number 2, Plus Technology from France. And I want to welcome here Monir. If you're ready, you can start, Monir.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Perfect, amazing. Nice to meet you guys. So I'm one of the 3 co-founders of Pulse. So I'm French, that's why I speak like a croissant. And our goal is basically to help the gig workers to be financially independent, the 1 billion gig workers on Earth. And today we focus on one specific segment, which is like the European gig workers, represent 50 million of users. And what their main problem is when you work for a job marketplace, such as Uber, such as Deliveroo, or any job marketplace online, when you deliver your service, in average, you will get paid 10 days after you deliver your service, which is really annoying because you're on time, like some cost, like for example, as a Uber driver, need to pay you gasoline, or need to pay you rent, or need to pay you party life. So this is really annoying. So what we did, we built like a kind of a bank solutions, like it's a bank app, like ordinary bank app with a very big specificity is we have access to you data on your Uber app, for example, and when we discover that you finish a mission, we put the money directly into your bank account, and this is completely for free. Basically, how we make money because to have access to this bank account, we issue like credit cards, and in average with interchange fees, this brings us like 160 euros revenue per user each time they use the credit card. In terms of competition, we have different group of competitors. Usually what people try to do is basically our competitors, they try either to ask for the users to send them the bill each time they finish a mission, which is very annoying because people hate to send bills to get their money. Or another group is they integrate the job marketplace, but they ask for money to get to pay the people, which is really annoying. And the thing is, like, what is really nice with Pulse is like we are completely free. And the thing, we are the only one who are able to do instantly, because after that I can explain that technology, but we have a space strategy that helps us like to push the money really in less than 2 hours. To build this solution, basically there's me, who I used to work in investment banking in London. My co-founder, Steve, was early employee of Crew. Crew was a health tech app that is become a unicorn in Sweden. And we have also a team who was an employee of Zettel, and they has been bought by PayPal, and he joined us into all the development aspect. And we have Yash, which is like who is like a designer for a bank solution, and he used to work like for a bank as well. So he's like our designer, and he designed, for example, this beautiful presentation. Today, where we are, so we have like 15 users on the waiting list. We have access to 8 platforms, and especially Uber, Deliveroo, etc. We are live on Google on Google Play and Apple Store. And we have 500 users live today with 90% of retention, which means like usually when you use the app and you have this amazing feeling of getting paid in time, usually you don't want to leave the app. And so the goal today to conclude is like basically is to help people to get paid in time, but in long term is to build like all the finance solution in order to help people to be completely independent, and especially the next generation of workers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so Munir, and please question from Kelly.
Thank you, Lydia. Bonjour, Munir. Ça va bien?
Ça va très bien.
Many gig workers may not be fully aware of the financial option you offered. So how do you educate them and build trust with the target audience?
When you mean like they are not aware, I mean like how we basically the go-to-market, how we connect them or how we meet them. Yeah, so we have different channels. The first one is like honestly like word of mouth, is like when you target one Uber driver who complain about that he's not getting paid in time, and when he's getting paid, it just like start to spread the word to his friends. Another one that worked very well for us is like by targeting directly like job marketplace, medium and small. That's how we managed to get like 15,000 users. It's basically when you have like a job marketplace of 1,000 users, usually they want to pay the user in fast because they are tired that the user jump from one or the job marketplace. So we just come and say, okay, guys, you know what? We know that it takes time for you to pay your job marketplace. So let's work with us. And then after that, usually they have like 1,000 users in average for the small ones, and for the biggest, they have like 10, 30,000, 40,000.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. And please welcome Kai and his question.
Hi, I think it's a great idea. Pretty cool. I would love to hear how you deal with refunds. Somebody takes an Uber ride, doesn't want to pay for it, Uber gives the money back. How does that work, and how do you deal with fraud in that regard as well?
Yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, for the refund, basically, so to make it very clear, we don't provide the money. We go basically with like credit institution that have like tech-oriented security. Like for example, we work with De Facto, FeedMig, and it's like usually like kind of credit extension startup. And basically we connect our API to the API, and we have an agreement before to know to which job marketplace we can borrow the money to. But basically it's like we'll send order to those API, they take the money, they put it in the bank account, and basically the person who needs to repay the money, it's not the freelancers, it's the job marketplace. And this is how we do, and we have like super low rates. It's 0.04% per day. And we refinance it thanks to the interchange fees, which is like 1%. So we have like a gap and we refund it like this. But the money provider is like the credit institution.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kai and Munir, for your presentation. Omar, please ask your question in our Zoom chat because we are so limited in time. Thank you so much. And we move into our startup number 3, Working from the USA, and welcome Chris here.
Hello, and let me make sure that they're swapping over. Perfect. All right, so hello, I'm Chris Clayson, co-founder and CEO of Verican. At Verican, we've built a direct licensing platform targeting the sports, media, and entertainment industries. Content creators and content owners are extremely frustrated with the current licensing and distribution landscape. You have intermediaries such as Getty Images who take a large chunk of revenue and also prevent direct relationships between creators and their end customers. This barrier prevents making deeper connections with the customers, and most importantly, it blocks additional monetization opportunities. So we essentially have the classic monopolies are abusing their power story, which is a perfect fit for Web3. So 2.9 trillion of value was added to the US economy by the copyright industry in 2021. 65% of the US digital economy deals with licensing in some form or fashion. and creators are not happy with the status quo. So massive opportunity here. Also, licensing has traditionally been separated into different platforms targeting either B2B use cases or B2C. For example, licensing a clip from Getty Images to incorporate in your own film or production as a B2B use cases. Buying a movie on iTunes would be B2C. And just for context, when you buy a movie or any other digital product, what you're really doing is acquiring license rights to view or use that material in some other way. And also with the advent of generative AI tools, we're seeing more and more consumers turn into creators themselves. So this means that the previously siloed worlds of B2B and B2C licensing are going to merge together. And finally, the Verican Web3 licensing platform also enables microtransactions, which is a compelling alternative to advertising supported content, which is drying up as advertising spending is drying up in the macro economy today. So how our platform works, we have an on-chain inventory system where users can use our license agreements or provide their own and create a variety of digital products. This digital inventory is exposed via multiple channels through either APIs, Web3 native storefronts, or integrations with platforms such as Shopify. When a product is purchased, we mint a token representing the product and license rights and handle the delivery of that token to the user. We, of course, offer a Web3 native experience with crypto payments and self-custody. We also provide what we call a Web 2.5 experience, which is traditional payments through someone like Shopify, and then deliver NFTs through a technology called Link Drop. We will also offer a full Web 2 experience where we custody the assets as well on behalf of the user. Our on-chain inventory acts as the source of truth for these various sales channels that are active in parallel, and our policy engine ensures that the conflicting licenses are never issued. And then as licenses are issued or expire, the available inventory is automatically refactored and made available in these channels. Prior to Verican, I spent 4 years at Digital Asset, where we use DLT and blockchain for hardcore capital markets use cases like clearing and settlement. My co-founder, Leonard, extensive experience across cloud analytics and AI. And then we have 2 team members from the sports media and entertainment world who are primarily focused on business development and customer acquisition. And with that, more ways to get in touch with us here at Verican.
Thank you so much, Chris, to be in time. And dear judges, it's time to you. Who would like to be the first and ask your question to Chris? Chris, I believe that you have a really clear idea. Yes,
there's one. Someone.
Can you tell me what is the difference? Probably your clients now also do this job, but in a different way. So
yeah, so most individual content creators today are using some third-party distributor, whether it's like a Getty Images or it's someone like they distribute through YouTube and relying on monetizing through advertisement. What they're missing is the ability to very easily offer their content directly. So our solution allows them to essentially sell these assets directly. We take a much smaller fee compared to these other platforms. And we offer the ability to also fully white label our solution as well, so we can provide it to larger companies who want their own full control over the solution with their customers and not have to route through these other platforms. So it's really about giving the same technology or similar capabilities that big companies or distributors have to the individuals.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. And anybody else? Okay, so Chris, thank you so much for your presentation. And we move to our next startup number 4, WeArt, and please welcome Anastasia from Portugal here.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Anna, CEO and co-founder of WeArt, and our goal is to make licensing easy and effective for every brand creator. We believe that licensing and blockchain are the future of retail, and no matter whether you are art, fashion, luxury, music, or gaming company, your IP has a huge potential of licensing and digital use. That's why our goal here is to help you automate licensing end-to-end and open new markets for your creative assets. We have identified that right now every brand and creator's IP is either misused or not monetized effectively, exactly because this whole chain and all of the steps of licensing are super long and overcomplicated. And the journey and the IP usage is basically not tracked by brands. There are currently 2 ways how it's being solved, either the casual one with licensing agreements being stored in Google Drives, or the Web3 way with NFT collections, which of course does not have the IP rights on it. That's why our solution is called WeArt Protocol, and this is a white label technology for licensing your assets with IP rights on blockchain. so that you can automate licensing, track the usage, and monetize on your IP way more effectively. We are currently accelerated by Meta and L'Oreal Group, and those also supported by NEAR protocol. How it works: you get the installation package from us, and you integrate it to your website, mobile app, marketplace, internal management system, and so on. Then you just go to your admin panel, and just like on the constructor, you have to select terms. So period, region, type, and purpose. So that's something like 2 years, Germany, commercial use, or gaming industry will arise from it. But you can, of course, customize it the way you want. And afterwards, you have like a CRM for any kind of IP of your company, where you can see how it's being commercialized, who uses, how, and so on. And if you have any legal issues, you always have the automatic certification created for you. Our biggest competition is old school paper licensing. So all of those 20 pages plus documents, which of course do not help you to monetize on large scale and also to track and control the usage. While our vision for the coming years is what I like to call one click to buy, one click to use, where it's really easy to get the content, license the content from any brands and use it commercially, creatively, or non-commercially. Our business model is B2B focused, so we have the installation packages and also have additional advanced licensing, which are available for you as a subscription. While for the coming year, we also aim to launch the VR token to enable the loyalty program. Our market is at the intersection of licensing and metaverse and immersive experience. And as of right now, we have over 200 brands in pipeline, raised 2 rounds, and are looking for our next one. Next steps for us are to be available on another blockchain and to have over 800 vendors for the next year. Our team has this unusual combination of IP law, blockchain, and immersive tech. We are registered in Delaware and have currently 15 people full-time. So thank you very much. And we are looking for making licensing easy and super effective for everyone there.
Thank you so much, Anastasia. And please welcome Kelly.
And thank you, Lydia. Anastasia, great presentation. So we know dealing with IP involves navigating complex legal and regulatory frameworks. So how do you adjust the changes in IP laws or regulations in different countries and regions on your business model in terms of scalability?
Sure. So first of all, I'm an IP lawyer with 5 years of experience. And in our team, we also have one of the leading experts in digital assets, which is my co-founder, Olga Simpson, and Doctor of Law. We also have 5 advisors in this domain. So I can definitely say that IP law is the most harmonized sphere. And it's basically important that you clearly agree on the terms of period, region, type, purpose, and other ones which you want to add. And you can enforce it basically in all of the mainly supported countries. So as a US company, we just have a list of the ones which we unfortunately could not support, but that's really a small one.
Okay, great. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Please, Alexander.
Anastasia, can you tell us once more about your competitors?
Yeah, sure. So I can get back to the slide. I would say that our biggest competition right now is an old school classic paper licensing. So all of these agreements, which you either have or either have on your Google Drive, so signed by a DocuSign and so on. And like we have over 200 brands in pipeline, and that's exactly how they solve it now. They have legal departments, so legal agreements separately, files stored separately, monetization goes separately. Second option is digital licensing solution, which either does the certification or the signature of agreements, but again, does not help to automate it end to end. And for NFT marketplaces, you do not have the IP rights on that, but as of right now, we already have 7 NFT marketplaces as our clients, so we help them to cope with it as well.
Thank you, Alexander. And dear judges, anybody want to ask Anastasia else? We still have 1 minute. No. Okay, so Anastasia, thank you so much for your speech. And please,
yeah, thank you, everyone. I will follow up here in the chat, and if you have any questions, let me know. We'd be happy to answer afterwards.
Yeah, feel free. Okay. And now, please welcome our next startup, number 5. FRAY from France, and please welcome here Matthew. Matthew, I want to pass our floor to you.
Hello, thank you. Hello, I'm Mathieu. Allow me to introduce FRAY, the first DeFi protocol dedicated to the creator economy. It's about finance and blockchain. We are currently transforming the way content is monetized, reinventing the relationships between advertisers, creators, users, all of this thanks to decentralized derivatives. So we are talking about the market of the creator economy. The creator economy market is huge and booming. According to Goldman Sachs research, the market is forecasted to reach almost $500 billion by 2027. However, stakeholders are not satisfied with the current status quo. Advertisers are investing in less and less efficient campaigns. Creators are struggling with their revenue, and users are tired of seeing their data collected and used without their consent and without any compensation. All of these issues stem from the fact that intermediaries capture most of the value, more than 80%. That's why FRAY's DeFi protocol is changing the landscape of creator economy. With today's technology, thanks to the blockchain, content can be certified and a direct link can be created between the creators and the audience. How does it work? With their consent, our algorithms are crunching the consumption data and rewards the creators and the users with the FRAY token that capture the value that is created. Indeed, FRAY token has several utilities. First one, advertisers can purchase innovative campaign from creators. Second one, users can invest in their favorite content. Then purchaser can benefit from partner special deals. We have today Apple, Amazon, and everybody can access exclusive premium content. We have developed groundbreaking technology during the last 18 months. This technology reduces gas fees associated with billions of data generated by the content consumption, results in faster response times, and enhance user data protection with a local encryption. Then our smart contracts use content consumption as an underlying asset. This venture is operated by 3 founders. 2 of them have already exited 2 companies together in the creator economy space. Virginie and I. Virginie has a marketing background and I am an engineer. And we are this time joined by Quentin, a 24-year-old genius of Solidity coding language. To finish, I want to share some achievements. We've launched a beta version of our protocol 2 months ago, and we've already achieved impressive milestones. First one being in the top 20 of the most active ERC-1155 tokens on Polygon blockchain, then having more than 3,000 FRAY holders and maintaining a great retention. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Matthew. And please, Kelly, here.
Thank you, Lydia. Matthew, nice presentation. So we know the success of the proof of consumption mechanism relies on user engagement and active participation. So how do you encourage your users to invest in their favorite content and consume it through your platform?
First thing, we are plugging to all the platforms. So today we are plugged to YouTube and then to Spotify, to Twitch. And so we do not operate the streaming of the content. Second things, all the things goes from the creators. So as I told you, with Virginie, we founded 2 companies in the creator economy. So we have a huge network of more than 1,000 globally talents. And thanks to that, the creators engage their community. For example, last week, a creator made 1 video on YouTube for that, several posts on Twitter, on Telegram, and we take the engagement of the users. And today, as an average, every user is watching 1.5 hours of YouTube video per day. So it's very, very important, and we take this data to run our algorithms.
Okay, great. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. And please, judges, just raise your hand and I will see you if you want to ask Matthew a question. No one. Okay, thank you so much, Matthew. You also have a great idea, really clear. And now please welcome our next startup number 6, View from the USA. And please welcome Jake here. Jake, you mute. Please unmute yourself. We don't hear you.
All right, can everybody hear me now? Good?
Yeah, now it's good.
All right, sorry about that. My name's Jake, and I'm the founder of a company called FRAY. And while you may not know us, I'm sure you know these 4 companies here. The reason I like to bring these up is these all, aside from being leaders in their vertical, all of these companies have something very unique in common. And that's the fact that they were all either started by or saved by funds in a life insurance policy. So my question is, in a time where, we're going through some economic struggles, why are there not more people taking advantage of this as a way of lower interest rates pertaining to credit cards? Well, it all boils down to access. Now, access can mean several different things. It could be access to financial literacy, access to people to sell these types of insurance plans. But even once you're in one of these plans, it's still hard to get access to these lines. And that's due to the fact that most of them are structured with a minimum threshold to only cater a high net worth individual. And that cuts off, every chance of the opportunity to access these lower rates. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to provide access to all, and we're doing that in the form of a credit card. Now, this credit card is going to provide the consumer with all the ease and all the flexibility and all the rewards typically seen with a consumer credit card, except for the fact it's not going to have those high APRs. And the reason we're able to do that is because we're securing the card with next to cash security. That's a top tier capital markets product. Now, our plan to do it, well, it all starts with the customer. It's providing an unwaveringly better value proposition to them and monitoring their feedback so that we can stay atop the market and offer them the best product possible. Well, anybody who's launched a payment card knows how hard it is to, get all the partnerships needed in place. And while I can't tell you exactly who they are right now, I can tell you that they are there and they are in place. We just have to get the funding to launch the card before we can really start letting people know who they are. Our team is more than experienced. We have exits. We've done this before. So the time is really now. I appreciate you giving me the time. Thank you for any feedback that you offer. And
Thank you.
the best.
Thank you so much, Jake. And please, Michael.
Hi there. Very interesting product you guys are building for the mass population. What are regulatory limits or limitations for you to proceed?
Can you ask that again one more time?
What are some regulatory limits or limitations to your financial service offering, if any?
Yeah, there were some initial regulatory hurdles, but we've gotten over them to our knowledge. I mean, and we've done extensive research and studies in that regard. So as of right now, we don't see any regulatory barriers that we would have to overcome, other than the ones we already have kind of gotten over.
And the traction, second question, like what is your current traction?
Right. And I wanted to dive a little more into that on the actual pitch, but just didn't have the time. So, we have all of our you have to have a banking partner to issue a card. You have to have a processor. You have to be approved on the networks. And that's hard to do for even card startups that are well funded. We were able to secure these partnerships without even receiving a seed fund, which speaks to our value prop that a bank is willing to get behind us and push this thing to market. So, that's that. Along with our market traction, we've partnered with an insurance services company to go directly through the insurance channel to get targeted, effective marketing campaigns on the ground to people that are already pre-qualified. So, those two things are about what make up our traction that I think, make this thing really investable.
Okay, thank you so, Michael. And please, Kai.
Hi. Yeah, really good idea, I think. I want to pick up on the previous question also, and would be interesting to hear your growth strategy, rolling it out into different markets, different countries. How do you see that affected by the regulatory frameworks that are quite different in some areas?
Right, right. Well, first and foremost, I guess when we talk about going across borders, we would first have to get the expertise and knowledge of the regulatory structure of that country. But we realize the, I guess, opportunity that's here when you talk about other countries, and you know, some even bigger and more so than the US when it comes to this life insurance backed lending product. So there's definitely a strategy there, but we want to first perfect it and make sure that we have a compliant and effective product here in the US first before we start scaling cross border.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Kai. And please, Gaio, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Lydia. Great to be here. Jake, you know, quite convincing presentation. I'll be short. You know, tell us a bit more about your competitive landscape, as I haven't seen any slides yet. But, you know, probably if you did present it, it wouldn't be effective as it was. So go ahead, tell us what's the catch and who are the other players who are doing the similar thing on the market.
Okay, yeah, and there's a plethora of credit unions and banks that offer insurance-backed loans, and you can probably compare it most to like a HELOC, like a home equity line of credit. But the thing is, the process just takes really, really long. I mean, we're talking 6 to 12 weeks to get a fully underwritten loan closed on, and then once you do, they just give you a stack of checks, or you know, some cases maybe a wire transfer, but you know, there's two drawbacks to that. Not only do they lose a lot of time, does the customer lose a lot of time, but they also have to start paying interest on the entire amount versus only paying interest on a balance that they carry month to month. So, and then of course the flexibility of the credit card comes into play too. So that's what differentiates us from our players. But to answer your question, there's a bunch of banks that offer this as a loan, just none in this format.
Thank you very much for their answer. Good luck with your endeavor.
Thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Gaio. And thank you so much, Jake. Carlos, I'm so sorry, but we're so limited in time. Please use our Zoom chat for your question. And guys, I really welcome here startup number 7, his name Authority from the Ecuador. And please, Juan, we want to see it.
Great. Hello, everyone. A few months ago, I found a digital speeding ticket in my email spam folder. Living in Ecuador, I was surprised by 2 things. First, that I really received a notification, and second, that it already had accumulated interest over interest and over interest. So I tried to pay it in the institution website, but it wasn't working. I had to go in person to the institution. I made a 40-minute line. I tried to pay it with a credit card. They wouldn't accept it. I had to go to the ATM, take out cash, go back, make the 40-minute line again, and pay my $120 speeding ticket. And that's when we realized that vehicle administration is a mess. Vehicle owners are lonely, lost, and overwhelmed. And this is because vehicle payments are independent and decentralized. All the information channels are broken. Individual apps are destined to fail, and credit cards are vaguely accepted in this space. And this is not a small market. On average, a vehicle owner will process over 100 transactions worth $8,500 per year. So how do we do it? Our app is free to install and register. We just need the vehicle's license plate number, and we become centralization ninjas. We connect and capture data through APIs and scrapping. We process payments, and we settle transactions through official collection agencies, and everything is done in seconds and in real time. And the best of this is that we keep our customer informed and engaged forever, something that nobody else does. We bring convenience and simplicity into our users' hands. We're able, users in Authority are able to stay alerted, control, pay, and acquire for everything around their vehicle, from traffic tickets, taxes, toll roads, parking, and even their insurance policy. We're behind a $1.7 trillion annual market that hosts 200 million vehicles in Latin America. And yes, that does not include buying or selling cars. It's only around the services that owners need to pay. We make about $100 of revenue per customer per year that comes from 3 revenue sources. One of them is transactions. The other one is owned media or ads. And third is by external companies hosting their customers inside our app. We're a B2C company, but we acquire users through partnerships. For example, Zurich in Ecuador will onboard 65,000 users to our app. And we have even managed to place Authority as an actual payment alternative on the traffic tickets itself. Since our launch 14 months ago, we've processed over 30,000 transactions. We've collected over $1 million in GMV, and we have generated over $150,000 in revenue. And the best, our CAC ROI sits only at 3.6 months. We've built an amazing team. Diego, Guillermo, and I are second-time founders with a very strong experience on technology and services. Our team comes from unicorns like Tool, OLX, Cabify, and General Motors. And lastly, we're backed by Techstars. We compete against many players, bank, retail stores, and even the same institutions behind the services. But all of them do it either offline and decentralized. And we know we just make it better and simple. And the best, everything is done in seconds. So join us in connecting, centralizing, and making every vehicle owner's life simple. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And please, dear judges, I want to pass the floor to somebody. Yes, Kelly, please.
Thank you, Lydia. Juan, nice presentation. So forming these kind of partnerships and integrating with various service providers are quite complex. So how do you establish this kind of collaborations with them to ensure the seamless integration?
Yeah, so for public service, let's call it that way, like traffic tickets and taxes and toll roads, they're usually operated by the government. And this is public data. We don't need a direct connection with them. The user, whenever they download our app, they will give us the permissions to look for the data. That's how we capture it. And for private services like insurance, for example, we've closed a regional agreement with Zurich for all Latin America, where we can onboard their users and, of course, to sell their products as well.
Okay, great. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. And Subrata, please.
Hi, thanks, Lydia. A good presentation. So, my understanding is this kind of business is always under cost pressure, right? So can you just walk us through your margin?
Yeah, so it depends on the type of transactions that the users will make. For example, if a user will acquire an insurance policy, we take a commission out of the insurance company itself, like 10 to 15%. And for example, if a user will recharge their toll tag or a user is paying a traffic ticket, we will charge the user a processing fee that varies from 50 cents all the way to $5, depending on the amount. Avoiding the user, and sorry, users today are still paying those fees whenever they go to the bank in person itself as well. So it's just replacing the medium itself that we're doing on it.
So it's basically a volume game, isn't it?
Yeah, volume game, 100%.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Subrata. Thank you, Juan, so much for your presentation and speech.
Thank you.
And we welcome our startup number 8, Flexi from Poland. And I really want to welcome here Andrzej, please.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Can you see my presentation?
Yeah, perfectly.
Great. So my name is Andrzej Nowak. I'm the founder of Flexi. Flexi salary on demand, which is mean that we provide a financial benefit to employees. Those employees using our Flexi mobile app can withdraw their salary during the month. Those payouts are easy. With Flexi, they can pay out their salary during the month every day. Whole withdrawals are financed from Flexi funds, and whole transfer that we made are instant transfers. So in a matter of seconds, they will receive it into their bank accounts. Then all funds that we paid to our employees are deducted from their salaries together with their employer, because before we give them an access to our app, we have an agreement with their employer. Our mission is to provide financial support to those employees in difficult times. Right now, we're having high prices, inflation, expensive loans, but we also reduce their financial stress, which is connected with a debt that they are searching for unexpected expenses, or where they are searching for ardent money. We provide our services today in Poland, but we are ready to scale it into Europe. But let's take a look on Poland market. 39% of employees are borrowed money in the last 12 months before the salaries. It's because 40% of citizens do not have any savings. From the perspective of value of the market, $5 billion US short-term loans are borrowed by those people in Polish market, and half of those loans are loans for a small amount for $250. And from the perspective of salary market, Polish market is also a huge one because $330,000 billion in salaries paid by employers to employees in Polish market. So we are providing our service in a huge market from the loans perspective and from the salaries perspective as well. How we do it? We do it by an intuitive app. So our users, 4 steps to pay out. In a matter of seconds, they will receive the money to their bank account. And the most important is how we refund the money that we pay to our users. We install our Flexi plugin into different type of payroll systems, and employer using our plugin just import an Excel file with a report having whole information about the payouts, and all processes are automatized. After import our file to the employer system, employer just sending us money back. You can see at the down top the most famous employer, the most famous HR system in Poland. SAP probably everybody knows. Our business model is based on 2 revenue streams. First revenue streams is a commission for a payout, and employer decide who is paying the commissions. And there is a second stream. Employer can decide that he will pay the subscription fee for the employees. As I said, today we are on the Polish market. Here is some of our first clients, and we provide service more than 12 months. Today we have 30,000 connected employees, more than 1,000 users who are paying every day using our app. Just contact me and waiting for questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrei. And judges? Yes, Kirill, please.
Hi, thank you very much. It was a very interesting presentation, very great product. I have 2 questions. First one is, what is your revenue stream? So have you generated any revenues yet? And if yes, how much? And second one, do you plan to expand to other markets other than Poland?
So first of all, yes, we generate first revenue. First revenue are thousands of US dollars monthly. Yes, we plan to expand outside the Polish market. Probably the first market will be Romanian. We have a nice selling model. We sell our services directly to companies, but we also have a partnership with HR systems where we share the revenue. So probably we will expand our services to countries where our partners exist. I mean, HR system.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kirill. And please, who would like to be the first and ask interesting question from our startup? Okay, if nobody have no questions, thank you so much, Andrei, for your great idea. And now, yes, please welcome our next startup number 9, Native Words from the USA, and please welcome July here.
Yes, hey everyone, thank you for joining. My name is July. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Nettyworth. Nettyworth is a Web3 fintech platform that allows users to manage and borrow against their digital assets. So think of mint.com for Web3. So as an early NFT adopter and collector, investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into the space, I spent countless hours trying to calculate the value of my digital asset. I quickly understood that the UX, the poor data, and the lending options were really horrible, and I was fully frustrated by the situation, and I decided to create Nettyworth. So what's the problem? The problem is that 99% of users find it difficult to calculate their value. Users are overwhelmed and need to visit multiple platforms, and they lack liquidity. Imagine a solution that created a simple dashboard to allow users to value their assets, a platform that aggregates these tools and provides access to liquidity. What we build is version 3 of our platform, fully live, the best NFT portfolio tracker that calculates a value in seconds, a mobile and desktop ready platform with live news and data, with a smart contract and audit and an NFT loan marketplace coming by Q3 and Q4 of this year. What's our traction? Our traction, we have over 3,500 users that are spending over 3 minutes on the platform. After surveying users for the last 2 months, 95% of them gave the platform a thumbs up. 40% of these users are returning, and we have a social presence of over 28,000 followers through our social network. We've also generated $42,000 from Web3 brands just to be part of our platform and to advertise their brand on it. Testimonials are just like this. I love the product. I wish the value was higher, but it's simple to use and felt super safe. Love the platform, and it's a good tool for the future. Extremely easy to use with amazing data. And what's the team? Both co-founders are two-time founders. Our CTO is a former DevOps at BSF. Multiple team members have exited startups. And we also have advisors such as Pablo, who's in our legal team, and Juan, who's also a YC alumni and had an exit with MasterCard. The market that we're going after is the NFT lending market, which is currently $1 billion and expected to hit $3.2 billion by 2028. And we expect to go after $500 million. And our business model is basically digital asset lending. So as users come into our platform and they connect to get free financial tools, we're able to see what's on their wallet, how much crypto they own, and what NFTs they own. By this, we could look at the collections that we want to go after. So if you look at an asset, we could provide up to a 25% loan to value at a 20% APR. We're generating around $310 per loan. Even when a user defaults because of the LTV amount, we're still expected to get a return of $250. And again, this puts us at a $500 million revenue model. This is our competition: Arcade, MetaLink, NFT.fi, and Floaty. All of these companies have raised. We are fully self-funded. As of last month, we have, again, 3,500 users and a bunch of more features compared to our competition. And why now? Because the United States has a 3% adoption. Imagine when it's 10%. We all know this is already a $41 billion market, but we view NFTs as really as the asset of the future. Why? Because it's an instrument, such as a Florida home and in Texas have been sold as NFTs, and California is already testing card titles. And again, we hope that you join our investment partners such as Republic and Acacia. Thank you.
Thank you so much, July. And dear judges, it's time to you. Alexander, please. Yes, your questions.
Tell us about your relationships with Republic.
Yeah, so we just got selected last week to be on Republic to raise, and obviously we all know that it's pretty difficult to be selected. So yeah, they were very impressed with what we're building. We should be going live within the next 30 days.
Okay, I see.
Thank you, Alexander. And Savas, please. Yes.
Hi, July. It's a good presentation, very effective. You are talking very nicely. Two questions. I know NFT will be a success story in 5 to 10 years, that's for sure. However, my concern is, since we are talking about USA, you think that crypto area is going to go like this with this free money, or is it going to be shrink drastically after the Fed withdraws the money and the people will go for more valuable things like gold and silver, etc.? And the last question, maybe I'll just, it seems that everything is fine right now. So what are you looking now? Like, what's your expectation from this product?
Yeah,
I mean, lots of users or lots of investors. What's in your mind?
Yeah. So users continue to go up. So that's one good thing. And this is a very honest thing even in our presentation and through all our data. By January, we were expecting that the market was going to be at 600 million in lending. This is lending on digital assets. We ended up hitting $1 billion by mid-February, right? So another thing to say, right? We're obviously in a bear market, and we know the climate of the global financial market. But taking a look at, and I just want to bring up like Bitcoin, right? So as the market crashed, you're talking about Bitcoin went from 18,000 to 28,000. A lot of this money, if you look at BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and even JP Morgan, they're the ones that are the ones buying back into the fund, right? As far as crypto investment. As far as like the US, we're not fractionalizing the NFT, so there's no security there. All we're doing is saying, hey, on the blockchain, we're going to provide liquidity for a user to basically borrow against it. We're fully aware, though, that we don't want to do what some of our other competitors are doing that are outside the US, where interest rates are above that 22-23% threshold, because at that point you're a loan shark business. And we see a giant opportunity here, because we are literally talking about, at the current condition of the market, right, where our market is literally growing by 30%. And that's the wow factor that even for us who are bullish in the space are thrown back by.
If you can make it next 12 to 18 months, you'll be a giant, but you have to hang on there, July.
Well, I'll say this in a nice way. Backed or unbacked, we have the funds to survive.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sebastian. Please, Kelly.
Thank you, Lydia. July, nice presentation. So we know the NFT lending space is relatively new and prone to scams. So how do you detect fraudulent activities?
Yeah, so again, I think we're participating in a very safe place, in the sense of, if you have an asset, you would have to have owned the asset for over 2 weeks, right? And this is something that we're doing a little bit different when we're pushing out our protocol. Now, why? Because we're letting the market to decide if someone is flagging an NFT that they stole before they could put it in our marketplace. Now, the way the transaction works is they'll put up their NFT as collateral. It'll go into a smart contract. Think of that as an escrow. Once they pay it, then either they receive the NFT back or we actually take the NFT. So everything is still being done on the blockchain, but we are putting a threshold time frame to allow someone that said, hey, this NFT was just stolen, this $100,000 NFT was stolen, and I flagged it. So we don't want to put fraudulent items in our platform. So yeah, there is going to be a grace period if you purchase something to list it back on our marketplace. So it's a great question. Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kelly. And thank you so much, July, for your great speech and great answers. Thank you. And dear judges, please meet our last but not the least startup number 10. Her name Glow, and please meet our Justinus.
Yes, hello, Lydia. Thank you. Let me share my screen quickly. Yeah, okay.
Always good.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so basically I just dumped my intro speech after listening for all the interesting ideas and startups. So really interesting and great products. And because this got me thinking, what unites all of them? So the answer is they're all digital solutions. And in the world, there are still places and countries that don't have access to all those great products. And actually, there are people in need of all those great products. So, for example, in the picture, you see Casual Banking Friday in South Africa. And in Africa, we know that almost 50% of people, they have smartphones, they already have internet connection. but still 90% of transactions in Africa are still in cash. And cash is slower, more costly, more risky. And the question is why? So very quick answer is there are many problems, but basically it's lack of infrastructure. And basically banked people cannot transact with unbanked people because there are still like half of the African continent who doesn't have even bank accounts, although there is always a very active cash economy happening. So we are currently addressing the gap between cash and digital ecosystem. So we are looking how can we connect all those countries who are still mostly run by cash, but to provide them digital products and solutions like we saw today. Yeah. So basically, we are building two things. One thing is a digital application that would be run on the smartphone, because we understand that this is the easiest access for the people with the smartphones to the internet, to certain financial products. And the second thing, what we are building is we are tapping into network of cash agents, so conversion points of cash to digital and vice versa. So those are ATMs, branches, and cash agents. So we are pre-seed, we are just starting, but we already have a prototype. We are building MVP in-house. We are partnerships that are ready to go with us. And basically, currently, we are building waiting lists, social media presence. We have active organic traffic to our website. And the market is huge. There is no question on that. But as this is financial product, so we have to go country by country. We selected South African market for that. And basically, there is big potential for fintech in Africa. We have plenty of competitors. Several are already unicorns, but they are more concentrated. Some in West Africa, some in East. Southern Africa is still not that much tapped. Our team, myself, I'm working with Africa for past 20 years. I built industrial facilities, technology companies. I exited some, and I have a really great team with very smart and educated guys. And yeah, finally, not enough time, but glad to answer your questions.
Yes, thank you so much, Justinas. And please, judges, feel free to ask Justinas a few questions. Yes, Abbas, please.
Justinas, this is a great product for developing countries. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a payment system. But I didn't see so much information. Maybe your presentation was very short. In micropayment system, there is so much advancement recently, let's say 5 to 10 years. Yes. How do you position yourself in other developing countries like Middle East or countries like in South Asia that, as you mentioned, they have cash, but they cannot access to digital products. And your expectation for growth, like as a number of subscribers, volumes, quickly. Thank you.
Yeah, very, very quickly. So first of all, we are targeting African markets because we are realistic. We cannot say we will go worldwide because we have to go country by country due to financial regulations. So, and the expectations is, so for example, from the other fintech unicorns we saw, so within 3 years, they had like 4 to 5 million. I have a chief growth officer from one of the top African fintech unicorns who joined us. So he helped, there was a startup, Cheaper Cash. They grew from 40,000 to 4 million with this guy. So just in few years. And so we expect that within the first year, we would realistically reach at least a few 100,000 active users. But of course, the market is big and it depends on many things. But basically, I hope I answered your question.
Thank you. May I ask one more question, Lydia?
Yeah, sure.
This product is a payment system, I can understand. How do you see your platform going for digital banking or neo-banking?
We don't plan to go into the license part, so we basically plan to tap onto banking partners. So we already have banking partners in South Africa. The same we plan to do in other countries. So in some cases we have to go directly with the banks. In some cases we have already, as you mentioned, the infrastructure started building up. So there are already building infrastructural partners who provide like banking as a service, services and etc.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, John. Good luck.
Thank you, Savas. And quick question from Kirill.
Yes, hi. I have just one question. So what are your expansion plans outside of Africa? I mean, like, for example, Europe, once you're super big and super successful in Africa, you need to expand, right? So how would the expansion looks like here?
It's very simple. We have to look where is the migration between African countries and the rest of the world. So we see that from many African countries, we see a lot of migration to US, we see a lot of migration to UK. Some people are going to Middle East and etc. So because if we already have a big background on Africa, of course, my initial vision was, because I'm from Europe, my initial vision was to connect Europe with Africa for payment, and so to create the payment rails, because Europe is also interesting because with one license you can cover 27 countries. We would see in the future, of course, but there are plans, of course, for expansion.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Kirill, and thank you, Justinas, for your presentation and also answers. And guys, I believe that it's great time to finalize this wonderful Basel Startup Exhale, and thank you so much. Everybody did a great job. And now I will again welcome our Anna to do it. Anna?
Thank you, Lydia. Yes, I'm here. I was listening with a great attention. Very, very interesting over the years. I had seen so many wonderful solutions, and I can really, truly state Unicorn.Events saves the world in any way. You can look at it, but we really do a great job. Thank you, Lydia. Wonderful startups. As it has been mentioned to you already, the winners, because you were chosen out of great number of applicants. So you are here. It's a great success already, but success can be even more. And we will find out who will move to the next stage. Dear judges, please look at our event page. Make sure you're logged in under your profile and you voted for the startups. Move this little dot as close to the number 10 as you think startup is worth investing into. And I will be closing the votes in a little while. And when I will close the votes, that is it. No one can vote. I will put on the music. The end of music means the end of voting. It will be in less than 10 seconds. I'm logging in myself to be sure that I can, it will be all live. You can follow us at the event page and you will see how the votes will be revealed. You can go follow us here in Zoom and you will see my event page, and I just need you to vote for those startups so our algorithm works correctly. Okay, share? Okay, does anyone sees my event page? Right? Not at me, Lydia. Do you see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay. This little button, stop voting. I will push it when music will be over, and I'm putting on the music. And please finish voting. Business angels, expert board, and official judges. I'm counting on you to pick the best one today. Music is over. And I am closing the votes. Okay. And the votes are closed. No one can vote. And I'm refreshing the page, and we are going to see how did Business Angels vote. And the Business Angels put our startups in such an order. The startup who got the most gets 10. Okay. And expert board. Expert board a little bit differently, but the first one. And official judges, I will show you how official judges voted as a group, and then we'll talk to our official judges. Okay, official judges have an opinion of their own, and I would love to ask our John. John, are you still with us? Who did you like the most? Did we keep you awake with fintech startups? And John doesn't hear us. Okay, we can start with Kelly.
Yeah, first
Good
of all, I
morning,
want
Kelly.
to thank you, Anna, Alex, and Lydia for organizing another amazing event. And congratulations to all startups. Your innovative ideas to solve the related challenges are truly impressive. Keep up the great work. So based on my investment interests and resources, my 3 picks today, first one is Parse Technology. I believe the gig economy is vast, but the scaling a business and reaching a wide range of gig workers can be a significant challenge for you. Another pick is Flexi. The market demand is strong, but as the company grows and more employees join, you need to be able to handle a large volume of transactions efficiently without compromising on speed, security, or any user experience. My third pick today is vArt. Given the nature of the IP management, building trust and validation is a key factor. And in addition, I think if the company can really achieve seamless integration on various platforms, website and any applications, it will expand the company's market scope. So congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly, so much. Always pleasure to hear you. And Nurul, what do you think? Are your 3 favorites lined up?
Yes, today actually many exciting pitches from many of the entrepreneurs. I understand they actually stay less every day. So more exciting things to come up in the future. But 2 things I will highlight. One is in what market they are operating. So hopefully like the emerging markets or where there is blue ocean, there is more opportunity to grow in the initial years. And also technology will, as I always say, will play a key role in the emerging markets. So I have few favorites. I'll not name 1 or 2, but let's see.
Okay, you would like to keep a secret, no problem. And Subrata, what do you think? Who did you like?
So today I focused on creators economy. I rated the startups that really, touched upon this theme particularly. And my top picks are very different actually from Kelly or Nurul didn't talk about it anyway. So the first one, I think it's FRAY. The second one is vArt, and third one is Verican.
Okay, thank you. Very interesting. Alexander, how different are you on this chart?
Really, and it's strange, but yeah, it's very different. Like Subrata, yeah, but it was really difficult today because all the startups are in the same stage approximately, all have interesting ideas, and it was really hard to judge. But my marks today probably look more like expert board voted today. So my choice today is FRAY, Asterism Protocol, and Net Worth.
Very interesting. I am just looking forward to know who the winner is. Are you ready? And that's the points we have on the board. And I can make it even more concise. The winner of today is... Congratulations. You're going straight into the Unicorn Cup finals next Thursday, and we will know in a little while did our sponsor choose another startups to go with you from this battle. And Savas, you want to say something? Is it in regards to startups?
Yes, on the expert board, first of all, I would like to congratulate Networthy. July, that was a good presentation.
Thank you, thank you.
Very good. And I'm hoping after 18 months, after 2024, you'll be a rich man, but not now.
Why not now?
Anna, I'm a kind of bear market guy. Maybe because of my age, I had seen some of the financial crises like 2001 and 2008, and most of the young people here, they had good low interest rate, lots of money. The money is pouring and they are waiting for 5-10 years. And they are telling investors that we'll be fine, etc. But that story is over.
Savas, can I add a point here?
Please
Sure.
do.
My first startup started in the financial crisis of 2008. I actually built an e-commerce platform with a brick and mortar while there was no lending options. There was nothing out there. And we exited 4 years later as the economy was changing. So yeah, we're built with thick skin. Our CTO was actually my co-founder there.
Cool. That's experience you cannot buy. Yeah, you can.
You have beaten. You have beaten. That's good. That's a good lesson for you. And Anna, I was thinking, like, beside Networthy, I had 2 more guys who impressed me because of I'm a bear guy, as I mentioned. That's Glow and Flexi. The reason I choose these 2 startups, they are coming to micromanagement or microeconomics, like people like 2008 financial crisis. As you know, the crowdfunding started. The reason is there was no venture capital, there was not money. So people created crowdfunding that they can have small money and pour to startups, new ventures. So that 2 product also interests me. For example, Flexi, the Polish startup, you see, you are getting small lending from their salaries and giving to these people. Otherwise, these people will go to bank and the bank are going to refuse any loans. Right now, if you go to a bank, they will think twice to give you any kind of credit. So these 2 startups are going to be, to me, very successful in next 2 years if they can hang on. And we will hear lots of them from now on. And as I mentioned, July, make sure that your investors don't spend their money to other things like Ferraris or boats. Just keep the money tight, like think about Silicon Valley Bank, you know, what kind of...
Yeah. And that's why I say, like, you know, we, you know, in my first startup, like we knew how to stretch a 24-month burn rate to 48 months, because our goal is basically, we know that recessions normally last 13 months. So what do? We prepare like if it's a 21-month recession. So we're very cautious with that.
July, that includes you also, like you are the head of the team, and don't buy any Mercedes or something. And the background, I know it's a fake one. In the background is, I think it's a Miami villa or something, or your boat, or you're just hiding from us.
Oh, no, where I'm located or my background?
Is it a real background or you just faking?
Oh, no, this is my real,
This
is my home. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm in the New York City area, New Jersey, New York City.
Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you, Savas.
Thank you very much for inviting us. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Savas. July, buy Mercedes, buy yacht, will come and cruise around New York Bay. No problem at all. Please, it's your moment of glory. Say something. Say your word to the world.
First of all, thank you so much. I literally been working on Anywhere for 2 years, nonstop. I was a former marketing director at a fintech company, and this, the reason why we created the platform and the company, it was really because of the pain point that I felt, and it was very hard to manage your crypto and NFT. So thank you. Right, I'm not a big clapper, like I don't I don't normally clap for myself, but I'm just grateful for the opportunity, because I am a founder that instead of talking, I build.
Cool.
So yeah, thank you.
That's cool. And we will be seeing you pitching again next Thursday, man. Wonderful startup that already had won our previous unicorn battle. So it's really tough there. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all next Thursday. This place and time a little bit different, but we will start late at night in the States, but early morning in Asia. And I hope everyone will be there because it will be a great, great competition. So thank you for coming today. See you all online. Take care. Stay well.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Now.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Yeah.